Nissan just dropped a bombshell that could completely change the full-size truck war, and if you love pickups, you need to hear this. Welcome back to Cars Review, and today we're diving into the reported return of the Nissan Titan for 2027. For those who don't remember, the Titan wasn't just another truck, it was Nissan's answer to the F-150, the Silverado, and the Ram 1500. But in November 2024, Nissan pulled the plug, and the Titan nameplate went silent. No warning shots, no big goodbye tour, it just quietly disappeared from showrooms across America. Now, according to recent reports, Nissan may not be done with trucks after all. The automaker has confirmed it's reorganizing its lineup into new families of vehicles, and one of those families is reportedly a body-on-frame lineup built right here in the United States, at the Canton, Mississippi plant, the very same factory that used to build the Titan. Here's where it gets interesting. Nissan has already confirmed the X-Terra is coming back for 2028, reviving a name enthusiasts have been begging for since it left the market. And according to reports, that same body-on-frame family could include up to 5 vehicles by the end of the decade, with a new V6 engine and a V6 parallel hybrid system reportedly on the table. So does that mean the Titan is guaranteed to return in 2027? Not officially, Nissan has not confirmed a new Titan. But industry insiders have pointed out that Nissan has teased the Titan name again, and the timing lines up in a way that has truck fans buzzing. If those reports hold up, we could be looking at a completely reimagined Titan, built on a modern platform, with hybrid power, and none of the compromises that held the old truck back. And that's really the story here. The original Titan struggled, for one big reason. It always felt like it was playing catch-up to the big three. Reportedly, if Nissan brings this truck back, it won't be a half-hearted attempt. It could come loaded with tech, capability, and a hybrid powertrain designed to directly challenge the F-150, the Ram 1500, and the Silverado on their own turf. So, is Nissan really about to blindside the entire truck industry? So let's get into it. What could the reborn 2027 Nissan Titan actually bring to the table? According to reports, the new body-on-frame family Nissan is developing will be powered by a new V6 engine, along with a V6 parallel hybrid system. That's a big shift from the old Titan, which relied on a V8 that frankly never quite delivered the fuel economy or refinement buyers wanted in a modern truck. If those figures hold up, a hybrid V6 setup could give Nissan a genuine edge, better efficiency, without sacrificing the torque and towing power truck buyers expect. Reportedly, Nissan is pitching this entire program around speed to market. The company says it wants to get the first vehicle in this new family out within around 37 months, with follow-up vehicles arriving roughly every 30 months after that. That's an aggressive timeline for the auto industry, and it suggests Nissan isn't just dipping a toe back into the truck space, it's building an entire ecosystem of body-on-frame vehicles, all sharing parts and platforms to cut costs and speed up development. Now, where does the Titan actually fit into this? The X-Terra is confirmed to lead the charge, expected around 2028, but reports suggest the Titan name has been teased as part of the same rollout, which has fueled speculation that a modernized Titan pickup could follow close behind, potentially arriving for the 2027 or 2028 model year. If Nissan does bring the Titan back on this new platform, here's what could set it apart from the competition. First, that hybrid V6 could deliver strong low-end torque, which is critical for towing and hauling areas where the old Titan actually held its own, but never got enough credit. Second, building it in Canton, Mississippi means Nissan already has the manufacturing infrastructure in place, which could help keep costs down compared to starting a truck program from scratch. And third, this is speculative, but worth mentioning, a reborn Titan built on a shared platform with the X-Terra and other upcoming SUVs could mean faster access to modern tech, driver assistance features, and infotainment systems that the outgoing Titan simply couldn't compete with. Of course, none of this is locked in yet. Nissan hasn't officially confirmed a new Titan, and until they do, Everything here remains speculation based on industry reporting and Nissan's own teased hints. But if this rumored comeback is real, Nissan wouldn't just be bringing back a name, it could be bringing back a completely different kind of truck. All right, let's talk about the real question. Could a reborn Nissan Titan actually disrupt the full-size truck segment? Or is this just wishful thinking from truck fans who miss it? Here's the reality. The F-150, Ram 1500, and Silverado have dominated this segment for decades, and none of them are standing still. All three offer hybrid powertrains already, strong towing numbers, and massive dealer networks across the country. So for a reported new Titan to make a real dent, it can't just show up, it has to bring something the big three don't already offer. According to reports, that's exactly where Nissan may be positioning this truck. A V6 parallel hybrid system, if it performs the way it's being described, could give Nissan a genuine efficiency advantage in a segment where fuel economy is becoming a bigger selling point every year. Buyers who want towing capability but don't want to pay for it at the pump every week could be a key audience Nissan is reportedly targeting. There's also the manufacturing angle. Because Nissan already has an established plant in Canton, Mississippi, a reported new Titan wouldn't require building an entirely new supply chain from the ground up. That could mean Nissan gets to market faster and potentially prices more competitively than if it were starting completely from scratch, though. Again, none of that has been confirmed. Now, let's be honest about the challenges. The original Titan struggled for real reasons: limited engine options, fewer trims, and a reputation for lagging behind in tech and refinement. If Nissan wants this reported comeback to actually work, reports suggest it will need more than just a new engine. It'll need class-competitive towing and payload numbers, a modern interior, and driver assistance tech that can go toe-to-toe with what Ford, Ram, and Chevy already offer in 2026. There's also brand trust to rebuild. Truck buyers tend to be loyal, and winning them away from an F-150 or Silverado is never easy, especially for a nameplate that just spent time off the market. According to industry analysts, if this Titan comeback happens, Nissan's early marketing and first-year reviews will likely make or break how quickly it gains traction. So could it destroy the competition, like the rumors suggest? That might be a stretch. But if the reported hybrid powertrain and modern platform come together the way early reports describe, a reborn Titan could absolutely become a legitimate disruptor in a segment that hasn't seen serious competition in years. So let's bring this all together. What's the realistic timeline? And should truck fans actually get excited about a Nissan Titan return? Right now, nothing about the Titan is officially confirmed. What we do know is that Nissan has committed to a new body-on-frame family of vehicles built in Canton, Mississippi, using a V6 engine and a V6 parallel hybrid system. The X-Terra is the confirmed leader of that lineup, expected to arrive around 2028. According to reports, the Titan name has been teased alongside this rollout, which is why speculation about a comeback has picked up steam. If Nissan follows the timeline it has described, getting the first vehicle out in around 37 months, with additional models following every 30 months or so, a reported Titan could realistically land somewhere between 2027 and 2029, depending on where it falls in that production sequence. That's still speculative, but it's not unreasonable based on what Nissan has said publicly about this program. For truck fans, here's why this matters. The full-size truck segment hasn't seen a genuinely new competitor in years. It's been the same three names fighting over the same buyers. If Nissan does bring back the Titan with a modern hybrid powertrain, shared underpinnings with other new models, and manufacturing already in place, it could reintroduce real competition into a segment that's been due for a shake-up. But it's also fair to stay cautious. Nissan has not confirmed a new Titan, and automakers tease names and platforms all the time without those plans always making it to production. Reports and industry analysts are optimistic, but until Nissan makes an official announcement, Everything we've covered here remains speculation based on the best available information. Still, the pieces are lining up in an interesting way. A dedicated U.S. manufacturing plant, a hybrid powertrain strategy, an aggressive production timeline, and a brand that's clearly not done building trucks reportedly. This is shaping up to be one of the more compelling potential comebacks in the truck world in years. So here's the big question for you. If Nissan does bring the Titan back for 2027, do you think it can actually compete with the F-150, Ram 1500, and Silverado, or is it too little, too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to Cars Review for more truck news, rumors, and everything happening in the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.